watching Through Mummy's Eyes. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while now, and it's kind of like a catch-up video, just sort of things that are going on in my life at the moment. I'm going to be starting a new series. It's a very candid series, and it's just going to be kind of me plonking myself down in front of the camera and just catching up with you guys, whether it's answering questions that some people have sent me, or if it's just sort of updating you on different aspects of our life, about myself, about the children, about, you know, different things going on, maybe things I don't get a chance to mention to in my day in the lives, or when I'm doing my grocery hauls, or those kind of things. So just a chance for me to sort of sit in front of the camera and basically chat. So what I wanted to do was kind of go over sort of some new changes and different things that are going on in my life. Now, I do have my list in front of me, so it's not entirely 100% candid, but I just kind of wanted to go over three main things. The first one being YouTube and sort of how my channel is evolving and plans and hopes and things that I have for it. The second thing I'd like to do is actually talk about Jack a little bit, because in some of my sort of vlogs, like in my day in the lives and those kind of things, I have mentioned about Jack and some of the health issues he's had, and I've really sweetly had quite a few people reach out to me and ask me, you know, what's going on, and some people have been worried, and I just thought I'd kind of clear that up now that we've had our main doctor's appointment on Jack and we know everything that's going on. And then the third thing I wanted to do was actually talk about myself, and that is more of not a 2017 goals or resolutions or whatever you want to call them, but just sort of things that I'd like to see get done for myself, if you will. So let's start with number one, and that's YouTube. Now, mainly on YouTube, I've been focusing on day in the lives and grocery hauls, as well as preschool pack lunches. Those tend to be my most viewed videos. But I'm sort of trying to find a direction in my channel, and I want my channel to be very broad. Of course, my main goal is to focus on the real and the raw, which is what I've always said from day one. I don't want to hide anything. I want to be upfront and honest. And, you know, I mean, what's the point otherwise if you're not going to put yourself completely out there? So I want to actually get on more of a schedule for YouTube. I want my viewers to be able to know the videos that are going to be upcoming. I have had a huge response from my preschool pack lunches and my weekly shops that tend to be at Lidl, which is more of a money-saving supermarket, grocery shop, and that mums tend to like. I think they like to see the deals and that kind of stuff. So I am going to be broadening those two videos. I'm now not just going to be doing pack lunches. I'm also going to be doing sort of a toddler and a kid lunches throughout the week. So whether the children are at school or if they're at home, I'll share everything basically that they're eating, so you as busy mums and dads can get ideas as well. Also, for my grocery haul, I think I'm going to change it more to maybe a food Friday, or just a day in the week where I basically focus on something food related. So it might not be a grocery haul. For example, this week we're not doing a grocery haul because I did a huge shop last week, but maybe I'll show you something in my kitchen that I organize, or I've had several people ask me to show how I organize our tiny little fridge when I have to feed 3 boys. So things like that. If you have any suggestions, please do comment down below, because I love food, you love food, and it's just an interesting and a fun video topic. I find everybody loves organizing things. They love watching grocery hauls, and if we can kind of combine the two, I think that would make for a great video. So let me know what you think down below. And the third video I'm interested in doing is something like this, more of a candid video where I just kind of, like I said, I answer questions, or I just basically grab a cup of coffee and chat. Whatever's kind of on my mind, whenever I get sort of a quiet moment to myself. And then I'm thinking about switching up my day in the lives to week in the lives. Now, I have found that I do struggle to get enough content for a day in the life to fill that 15 minutes. I do like my videos, if they're day in the lives, to be the full 15 minutes if possible. But I am struggling mainly because I think the weather's so cold. The boys don't have as much on at the moment, and I'm just staying inside quite a bit. I'm not outside up and doing different things. I'm doing a lot of work behind the computer and that sort of thing. So I just want to make my channel as interesting, and you know, I want you guys to want to come back to it. I want to do what you want to see, and I just want to keep it evolving. So if you do have any suggestions, if you like the idea of me being on a schedule for YouTube, then please do let me know. I will try my best to upload on the days that I do intend to, but as we all know, life happens and sometimes things don't always get done the way we want them to. On that note, let's move on to my dear, lovely little Jack, my little Jack bear. Let me take a sip of coffee first. This coffee, by the way, is so good. It's just regular, like an Americano, but I added that coconut milk. So good. You should try it. Okay, with Jack. Jack, he is a great little boy. You guys have probably seen him a lot more than Harry on the videos because obviously Harry's in full-time school. Jack is lovely. So Jack was born. Jack took 90 minutes to come into this world, which just shows his personality completely. He was ready to come. And when Jack was born, he had kind of like a cold, if you will. He was really muffled, and the midwives actually nicknamed him Mr. Piggy because he just had, he just sounded very congested. Anyway, we brought him home from the hospital. Everything was fine. He was a healthy baby and joy to have. So life went on. You know, I'm about 3 months into having a 2-year-old and a newborn, and you know, you're not thinking clearly, your head's pretty cloudy, you're tired, you're trying. And it was one day that James said to me, oh, have you seen his chest? I think we were bathing the boys. And I looked at it and I realized I had never actually noticed this, that his chest was concaved slightly. So what that means is that if you know where the breastbone and the chest bone is, it tends to be flat but with a curve, but Jack's was really going in like it was indented, so you could really see that baby tummy, and I just hadn't noticed it, so we didn't think much of it. I thought I'll talk about it to the GP the next time I go. But what we did notice was that Jack was very congested still, and Jack almost had a cold every day. His nose ran every day. He coughed every day. Not a day went by for a good few years, I'd say, that Jack did not have something. You know those little dribble bibs that the babies can wear? I think Jack wore one to the age of 3. So we were dealing with a lot of congested stuff coming and we weren't sure why. I'm going to sum this up quickly because this is a rather long story. But we basically went through about 3 or 4 different episodes from when Jack was about 3 months until almost 2, where he coughed up blood. A significant amount that he was taken into hospital, sometimes for a week-long period at a time. He went through several testings. It kept coming back that they didn't know what it was. We were told by several doctors he did not have a concave chest, which is what we thought he did. And he had an endoscopy. He had, you know, they just put it down to viral infections. They weren't sure what it was. And we just struggled with the unknown, basically. Fast forward, we moved up north. So all the doctors and hospitals we had known, we now needed to change to a whole new set of people. And we were being referred to a new hospital because, as children do to us, they like to keep us on our toes. The last week of moving, when we were supposed to move from London to up north, Jack and I spent the entire week in hospital, in 2 hospitals actually, when he had his endoscopy done because he had had an episode of coughing up blood. So that was a pretty stressful move. And, you know, it was very worrisome for us. We could see he was completely healthy, it seemed, on the outside. You know, he was as tough as nails and running around, great toddler. But on the inside, we knew something was going on. So we got here and we met with a doctor who was fantastic, and she went through everything. She took one look at him and she said, he's got a concave chest. So we were really confused now because we'd had about 6 doctors tell us no, and then we had one doctor whom we really like and we really trust, and she said, yes, he does. So we basically waited and waited for several tests to get done. So having said that, he seemed to be okay from those tests, and he has not at all this winter. It tends to be from the months of October to February he has what we call an episode. If he does cough up blood, he has not had one. He has seemed in much better health. The nasal has stopped. He's not coughing as much. He hasn't had to use an inhaler. We're fingers crossed thinking maybe this is something he's outgrown and he doesn't have to keep going to the doctors. And bless him, Jack is the most adaptable child. He just, chats to anyone, and he loves saying hi to you guys. He's just very, very adaptable is how I would describe him. So we are now basically waiting. What happens when a child has a concave chest is that they can either outgrow it, which does tend to happen, or they have to have 2 types of surgery down the line. Now, the surgeries are quite invasive, and it would have a great impact on our lives. Having said that, the surgeon will not look at Jack until he's probably about, I think she said 5 to 7, in that age range, even to assess. And even from then, he might wait for Jack to try and outgrow it, because the body does obviously expand and grow. If it seems like nothing is happening with this concave chest, what it means is that basically it's not growing properly. The rib cage isn't growing properly, and things can get compact, which obviously leads to other stuff. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm still learning about it. James is still learning about it, and it's an ongoing thing for us, because the case is not closed right now. Fortunately, he doesn't seem to have anything else, but we don't know if this chest issue will go away. We pray and we hope that it will. We're very lucky to have a very healthy family. But that is what I wanted to share with you guys, because I do know in several of my day in the lives, I have talked about, going to the doctors or a hospital visit or whatnot with Jack. So I just I felt ready to share. And, I'm staying as strong as I can, because I have to for my family. And I'm just so proud of how Jack's done. What I wanted to talk about was myself. And I'm not going to go into great detail on that, because you guys know I always talk about myself when I'm vlogging. But I wanted to work on 2 things this year. Next point, my health. I had several issues with my health last year, and this year I just want to make it a goal to stay as healthy as I can, but to also make my family healthy too. I know our kids mimic us. I'm just so impressed by some of these moms that I see that feed their kids really healthy food, but it doesn't even look that healthy. And I just want my kids to embrace the good. We get such good food up here, living up north, and my husband working on the family farm. We're so lucky. But overall, I just want to have more of a healthy aura. I want to, whether that is taking running up again. I used to be quite an avid runner before both the children were born. I have my sister to look up to for that. I mean, she's, running a marathon this year, and she's constantly running marathons. But yeah, I just generally want to feel better and healthier about myself. And then the last thing, which to me is the most important, is I want to simplify my life. I've been wanting to simplify my life for so long. And I've started to do it, and let me tell you, it feels good. Whether it is just surrounding myself by the people I love, where there's no effort. I want to make it organic as possible. I just don't want any unnecessary issues. I think we have issues in our life that, we need to deal with, and we need to treat, and we just don't need to bring outside issues in, I feel. And I just want to simplify my belongings. I want to simplify myself. And I've started to do this, and I can tell you, I already see a difference. So I will keep you guys up to date on that. And please do stay tuned, because I have more information on that coming soon. So you guys, thank you for joining me today on our first little catch-up chat. And yeah, if you guys have any comments down below about things you'd like to see in my chatty videos, then please do let me know. If you want to send me a private message, you can always email me. All my details are listed down below. And thanks guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love chatting with you guys. All right, everyone. Have a great day and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.